Hi and welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, welcome to Heatherroseup. I am Heather. This is my channel where I document my weight loss journey while following WW. It has been quite a while since my last update, so if you'd like to see how I've been doing, keep watching. Hi guys. I don't even know where to begin. I guess first of all, I can start off by saying thank you to those who have reached out to me to check up on me to see how I was doing. Those of you who have respected my privacy, those of you who have just stuck around and continue to watch my videos and leave comments. I have noticed that I've been receiving comments. I just haven't had it in my heart to go through and read them all. Please do not think that I've forgotten about you guys. I definitely have not. I guess where I can start is by saying that you guys know, those of you who have been around for a while know I am very honest and open about my journey, whatever life things that are going on that may be causing difficulty in my weight loss journey. I'm open about because I believe, this channel is for my own benefit to help me along on my journey, but I also know that it helps others to hear the truth about these kinds of journeys, especially if you're struggling. It's good to know that, other people struggle too. So that's why I try to be honest and open about my life and my journey to an extent. So I have always, in the past couple of months, I've known that I wanted to sit down and let you guys know what's going on. And it has been 2 months since my last update video and a little over a month, no, almost 2 months since the last video that I posted, which was a collab video. And in my last update video, I talked about my struggles with life in general during this whole pandemic and how it is affecting my journey on WW. At that time, I was getting ready to go back to work. I was getting ready to send my kids off to school. There was so many unknowns on what I would do with my kids. They were doing hybrid, so I wasn't sure what was going to happen in between that. I wasn't sure what my work was going to look like. And around the time that I did my collab video was when everything started to settle into place. I knew what days my kids would be going to school. I knew what my schedule was going to be like. I knew that I was going to be able to bring my son with me so I could keep an eye on him to make sure that he's being safe. And things started to look like they were evening out, and I was getting used to it. And up until the point of me posting my collab video, I started to think, okay, I know what's going on. I can, I'm ready to, things are still challenging, but I'm ready to get back on the wagon and start figuring out how to make WW work into my schedule again. And I posted the collab video and I set up my equipment, I had my ring light set up, my camera set up, ready to sit down and tell you guys how I was ready to jump back into things. And as I was literally about to sit down to record my update, I received a text message that somebody I knew and somebody who played a significant role in my children's life was in critical condition in the hospital. And it was not COVID related, so I will just leave it at that. Before I go any further, you guys know that I share quite a bit on my channel about things that I go through in life that affect my journey. I have to be vague about this part of my story because it's not my story to tell. And I want to let you guys know what is going on in the same breath, but I want to respect my children in this situation and not go into a whole lot of detail. So if I'm being vague, it's not intentional. It's just not. I want you guys to be a part of what's going on, but it's not. I also want to be respectful to my children, and therefore I have to be vague about it. So I received a text message that this person was in critical condition in the hospital. So obviously my update was put on hold, and the rest of the day consisted on figuring out what was going on and how to be there for my children. And then later that evening, I got the phone call that this person had passed away. And that brought a lot of different challenges emotionally for my children, for myself, for my husband. And it was a hard hit. And trying to figure out where to go from there was difficult. And it still is. So, navigating that emotionally has been very heavy on us, but we are okay. We are getting through it, and we are dealing with things as best as we can. And I know I don't have to share this with you guys, and I'm doing this because I was very active on this channel. I was very active in many of the different WW groups, letting you guys know what I'm going through no matter what. And for me to just kind of fall off the face of the earth wasn't, I felt really bad about that. And I felt bad about not getting back to those who reached out to me. So that's why I want you guys to be a part of the different reasons why I struggle. So I wanted to bring you guys up to speed as to what was going on. So that's where I'm at. And shortly after that incident had happened, I had mentioned in the beginning of the pandemic, probably in March, actually it was my first update that I did after going through a lot then. This year, one of my close friends was diagnosed with pancreatic cancer, and she's actually my children's first stepmom, and I'm very close with her, and she has been battling that, and shortly after the incident that I was just referring to, she found out she was going to be undergoing surgery for her cancer. She had what's called the Whipple surgery, and once she got that date, she lives all the way on the other side of the country. She got the clearance. She got the okay from her oncologist to come out to visit the kids. So we had her out here. She quarantined for 2 weeks. She jumped through all the hoops that she needed to jump through to make sure she came out here safely, and we got to spend some time with her. So that was it was more uplifting than the previous incident, but it's still, a challenge to know that somebody that we care about is going through health issues. So that's part of another reason why my updates and my WW journey had been put on hold. And it was important to spend time with her. And I'm not trying to make excuses for falling off the wagon. And if that's how it's coming off, that's not my intention. I just want you guys to be, I'm just trying to share the ups and downs of my life, like I always do. Okay, so that's what's been going on. So a couple weeks ago, about a month ago, I started thinking about my own health. And, this person passing away was a reality check. This person was young. And I started thinking about my why for WW. I had originally started in February of 2019 because a couple months prior, I had lost my father for various health issues, and part of my why, and I don't think I've ever sat down and really flat out discussed my why. My why is my kids. And it's ironically was the last topic of WW. I'll get to that in a minute. But my why is my kids. Growing up, I had two parents who did not have the best of health. They missed out on a lot. And I felt like I missed out on them being a part of my life, especially as a child. And I don't want that for my kids. So this person passing away was a reality check that I need to do better. I need to work harder at making sure that I am healthy enough to be present in my children's lives. That doesn't necessarily just mean weight loss. It means mental health. It means physical health. I just want to make sure that I am enjoying my children as much as possible. And that's not always easy. Those of you who are parents know that. But anyway, I'm going off on a tangent in true Heather fashion. I started thinking about how I needed to get back into the swing of things with WW. When I am really into WW, I feel so much better physically, emotionally, and I knew I was ready to jump back into things. So a couple of weeks ago, I went to an online workshop for the first time in well over a month, which this period, that pause of not going to workshops was the longest I've ever gone since I joined in 2019, and it felt so weird. But it was what was needed, for sure. But so I ended up going to a Saturday morning workshop with my old coach. It was the only workshop that I could find that would work out, because I was not going to anybody else's workshop. I don't care whose coach it is, and if I'm sure they're great for you. I just know I need my coach to be successful. That's not true, but I knew it would be more helpful and I would feel more comfortable in my journey if I stuck with my coach. And I was willing to go to in-person workshops, but with my schedule and my kids' crazy hybrid schedule, there's no workshop with my coach that works out where I don't have my kids with me or I don't have to work. So I gotta work with what I got. And that is now, so that means that I started going on a Saturday morning at 8 o'clock. That first meeting, I got up at 6:45 on a Saturday morning so I can be early to my workshop and let my coach know what was going on with my life. And that workshop, I said, okay, no, I'm just going to jump right in, just like as if I was starting over. I wasn't looking backwards. I weighed myself that day and I ended up weighing 198.8, which is couple to 5 pounds higher than my last update. Honestly, I don't even want to look back to that because I just want to look forward and not backwards. So I was starting from there and I felt, okay, if I'm starting fresh, then I'm just going to jump in head first as if I'm starting for the first time. And that was a great mindset, except, things are different in my life, in everybody's life, in 2020 than they were when I joined in February of 2019. So that backfired. And I did 1 week of purple. Not great. I went to the next workshop and I said I was struggling, came up with a new game plan. I decided to stick with blue because I would get more points that way. And I'm like, okay, I'm going to pre-track because I have a video that says, if you're struggling, Heather, watch this video. I watched the video. So I'm like, okay, I'll pre-track. Life's still getting in the way, and emotionally I'm eating and just still not, I don't know what it is. I don't know what's holding me back, but I just still wasn't ready. And I tracked quite a bit that week. I tried to pre-track, and then later in the day just was like, no, I want this now and I'm not going to count it. And then it just went downhill from there. And then like Thursday and Friday of last week, I'm thinking to myself, okay, I have to do something else. What am I going to do? I need baby steps again. And if it takes me a little bit longer, that's okay. At least I'm preparing myself and getting back into the swing of things. So I started realizing I just need to track, not let the tracker judge me. The numbers aren't judging me, just to get back into the habit of tracking. I've said this so many times in other videos. It feels like I'm going back into those videos. But yes. And I noticed that once I said, I'm just going to track it and I'm not going to worry about if I go into the negative, I took the pressure off myself. I started to feel better emotionally about it and feel more like I'm ready to do this again. So I'm already thinking that was a good choice. And I'm going to take it day by day. I'm going to worry about today. I'll worry about tomorrow. And we'll just reevaluate in a week or so and we'll go from there. I did weigh myself on Saturday and I'm now at 196.6. So since I restarted, I've lost 2.4 pounds. So it's a good start. And I'm feeling better about things, especially when it comes to my weight loss journey. So I plan on going through my comments and responding to you guys. Again, I'm so sorry that I haven't responded back. And I want to go through the collab video that I did in September because I haven't been able to watch all of the other participants' videos. It was a crock pot, my favorite crock pot recipe, and it's fall, so maybe I'll get some good ideas through watching those videos. I also want to mention I have a recipe video that I started working on with some products of a really cool company that I'm excited to share with you guys. So I feel pumped, I feel energetic about sharing my journey with you guys again. So if you're there to support me, I'm here to support you. And, you know, we all need breaks during these, you know, trying to get back on track, and especially in this year. So I'm going easy on myself, go easy on yourself, but we can get through this. And yeah, I hope you found this video helpful. If you didn't anyway, please make sure you give it a thumbs up. If you haven't done so already, I would really appreciate it if you subscribe to my channel. I will be posting another update next weekend, and let's do this. Thank you so much for watching. I will see you in my next update. Bye, guys.